afternoon here in Ann Arbor. It's Big Ten Network football presented by John Deere. The Miami Redhawks out of the Mid-American Conference in town taking on the Michigan Wolverines. They have deferred the decision to the second half. Michigan will start on offense. Short spinning kick taken on the run by Dennis Norfleet. And Norfleet zigging and zagging. Norfleet across the 40. And he's thrown out of bounds at midfield.
That's how you want to start off a football game after a devastating loss.
Justice Hayes now into the game. And the pass is caught. Nice catch going out of bounds. That'll be a first down for Michigan.
Excellent call on third down. Look at Devin Gardner finding his backside wide receiver, Mario Jones. Excellent route. And when you see a wide receiver
with no Devin Funches in the game. Designed rollout on the run. Gardner, another pitch and catch. J.U. Chesson with the grab.
Nussmeier wants to get positive yards on first down. Play action.
Green 7 yards behind the quarterback Gardner. And the ball's loose. Green jumps on it. A mistake early for Michigan.
And those were the miscues I was talking about.
4 receivers set. Gardner with plenty of time, and the pass is knocked away. He's looking for Khalid Hill, but Jay Maston stepped in and knocked it away.
Excellent man-to-man coverage by Jay Maston. Took a while for the route to develop. Khalid Hill runs the out cut, 5-yard out, but in the red zone, you have to undercut wide receiver pass patterns and give Maston a lot of credit right there. That could have been a turnover the other way. Now the Wolverines have to settle for a field goal.
It's an important field goal attempt for Matt Weil. He has struggled so far this year. 29-yarder. And it's good. Maybe the confidence will go up a little bit for Matt Weil. What started with a 42-yard kickoff return for Norfleet results in a 29-yard field goal for Matt Weil. One possession into the game, 3-0 lead for Michigan. Michigan. This is a guy who has a tremendous record as a head coach, 74-9. Now trying to figure things out with the Redhawks. Hendricks passed. Oh, that's turned over. It's picked off by Jordan Lewis.
That's a big play for Lewis. 2 pass interference calls last week. Talked to Roy Manning before the game. He felt like the defensive backs needed to step up. Look at the inside leverage position. He goes up, catches the football, stays in bounds. Jordan Lewis is a kid that's going to play a lot of football this season. And when you get it, we just talked about the edges of the game.
Junior from Toledo, Ohio, second-team All-MAC a year ago. Probably the most decorated defender for the Redhawks. Derek Green into the secondary. Tackled at the 24 by Jarrell Jones, but a pickup of 8.
Pickup of 8. That's the out
of the tight end spot. Texas split out. Bottom part of your screen. Gardner goes the other way. The slant's caught. It is a touchdown. Darbo.
Mara Darbo on the slant route.
That's how you do it. Gardner to Darbo.
Excellent move at the line of scrimmage by Darbo. Defensive back, Quentin Roy.
Already a field goal and an extra point. It is a 10-0 lead for the Wolverines. Twice they started drives with good field position, and twice they've been able to score against Miami. 10-0 for the locals. Second time the Redhawks have had the ball. Paul Moses remains in the game as the tailback next to Hendricks. Showing blitz. Oh, free man misses Hendricks, who just throws it away. That was Jordan Lewis unabated to the quarterback.
Look for Michigan to play a little cover 4, quarters coverage here.
Hendricks in trouble. He goes down. Byers got him.
Byers. Sack last week. Another sack right there. Got up the field. Stayed after the quarterback. Tight end. Alex Welch, he struggled last week in pass protection.
But impressively, all 5 of his completions to wide receivers. Big play possibilities there. Gardner wants another big play. Looking to the end zone. Intended for Darbo.
Great job by the offensive line of giving Devin Gardner a chance to go through his progressions. But he had Jake Butt wide open across the middle. I know Doug Nussmeier wants to get more explosive plays, but you have to take what the defense gives you, and that offense would have had a big completion if Gardner would have found Jake Butt.
2nd down and 10. Two tight end formation. Smith is the tailback. They give it to him. And he's spun down right at the line of scrimmage. Kent Kern and Jatarius Jones. It's actually going to be a loss of a yard. 3rd down back, Justice Hayes. They fake it to him. Gardner, plenty of time. Line drive, it's caught out in space. Give the catch to Darbo. And the ball comes loose late. And the Redhawks say they have it. It is indeed Miami ball. A fumbled by Darbo, and it's Miami football.
Good throw and catch for Michigan, but what a play by Rollins to knock that football loose. You see Kent Kern scooping the football. That's why you run to the football. Even when you get beat, good things can happen when you run to the football. In Michigan has a lack of ball security right here in traffic. Darbo needs to hold on to the
under
football.
further review. The ruling on the field was a reception, a fumble, recovered by the defense.
Fumbles. You need indisputable video evidence to overturn it. To me, that's indisputable. The knee is down.
After further review, the play stands as called on the field. First down, Miami.
I've been wrong a lot over the years. They did not have indisputable video evidence to overturn the call.
Yeah, that was a close one, and it has to be indisputable.
15. They fake to Moses. Hendricks, his pass right on the money. Wow, that was a nice slant caught by a sliding Rakeem Williams. 14 yards. 4 of them have been pre-snap penalties on the offense.
And that'll beat you every time. You can't beat yourself.
3rd down design rollout. Hendricks, nobody open. Has to throw it away.
Good pressure by the Michigan defense on the rollout. Miami wants to get Hendricks.
Maybe wonder who's the fastest Edwards in the family nowadays. That ball is picked off. Quentin Rollins has the interception. That is now back-to-back turnovers for Michigan.
Great coverage right there by Quentin Rollins, the former basketball player. Maintained his leverage and read the quarterback. See right here, the ball's overthrown. Receiver was in traffic. That's a dangerous football pass right
ball
there.
might have been caught. Looked like it went right through his arms.
Chest on, the young receiver, shaking up a little bit. It's hard to catch a ball. Braylon, did you catch any balls in traffic? I don't think I recall that.
You know, I think you're mistaken. I definitely caught balls in traffic dealing with Chad and John.
That ball was tipped at the line, fellas.
Okay, there
so
it
we
is.
should give credit to where credit was due. It looked
This
like
is
an
true.
offensive lineman tipped that.
He took a hit anyway,
So Miami, by far, their best starting field position after the interception and going for the quick hitter. How often do we see that? After a turnover, you go for a big play. His undergraduate work at Notre Dame. On 1st down, look into the end zone. Oh, my! Wow. That was almost the catch of the year.
Something about that right corner, huh? That's something about that right corner.
That's a great effort by Frazier.
Hey, tell me about a fade route. So 2nd down. Ball on the ground. That is Scott. They want Scott, one of the receivers, to use him out of the backfield. It'll bring up a 3rd down. For those of you that forgot, Braylon Edwards, pretty darn good. Over 250 catches for the Maize and Blue, and a lot of them going a long ways.
That first play you showed was actually Chad Henne's very, very first touchdown pass as a collegiate quarterback, and it happened against who else? The Miami Redhawks.
Good memory. You hadn't even seen that video before. You just remembered it.
I'm young. I mean, hey, I still got years left.
3rd down and 6. Spencer Treadwell is now the tailback. And Treadwell looking for room. Doesn't find it.
Great stop by the Michigan front. Miami just wants to center the football up so if they can get a heads-on, straight lined up field goal attempt and get some points on the board after that successful drive. You want to reward your offense and not take any risks down in the red zone.
26-yard field goal to get the Red Hawks on the board. Caleb Patterson. And the kick is good. Braylon Edwards, we appreciate you stopping by and talking a little maize and blue with us.
Hey, thanks for having me. Let me know. I'm always in there now.
Last 3 offensive snaps. Short kick, and the ball comes loose. That's live. Who's got it? It looks like Miami does, and they do. A short kickoff just kind of confused everybody. And a live football jumped on by Miami.
Great call by the Red Hawks to catch the Wolverines sleeping on the kickoff return. Wyatt Schauman didn't look the football in. Contact, ball pops out. The Red Hawks are the first 7 guys to the football. Little communication problem right there between Justice Hayes and Schauman.
Andrew Hendricks. Nobody open. Finally, it's his receiver, Frazier, coming back through the football. Makes something out of nothing, a pickup of 5.
Brent Breyer.
Second down run, trying to get to the perimeter. Treadwell finally cut down, but he's close to the first down marker. It'll bring up 3rd down and short. Miami can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Throw it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Hawks. Scott's got it. There's a flag down on the field, but I believe it's against Michigan. Who would have thought? 10 points in the last minute and 50 seconds. And the game is tied at 10. There is a flag down on the field. Derek Green is the deep back. They fake it to him. Gardner with plenty of time. And a beautiful pitch and catch. Out in space across the 45-yard line goes Darbo. He has been the favorite receiver early for Michigan. Powering through the line, Derek Green. Green down to the 20. Great burst for the sophomore from Virginia.
Watch the hole from the inside, from the end zone. Good block by Magnuson. And these are the type of run blocking plays Michigan likes to run in this area of the field. A couple of long runs against Appalachian State.
Green skips to the outside. He's got 10 more. Another red zone chance for the Wolverines. Green down to the 2.
Defensive coordinator for the Red Hawks, Matt Pawlowski.
Green, touchdown, Michigan. Getting a bit of a scare, Michigan goes back to their bread and butter. The power running game of Derek Green. They lead Miami 17-10. Great drive capped off with the Derek Green touchdown run a moment ago. Give them the lead. 3rd down and 7. Gardner on the run. That's complete right at the marker. Freddie Canteen with the grab. It'll depend on the spot. It appears as if it's a little bit short.
Time's running out. Good route by the freshman Canteen. Good catch. He needs to understand where the sticks are.
And now a timeout called by Miami.
Timeout. Miami. Their second 30-second timeout.
You're a 4-year starter as a defensive back at Michigan. Talk to me about the defense right now. What are they expecting out of this Michigan offense? What do they need to be careful of?
Well, on a 4th and inches, don't fall asleep on the back end. Play stout up front. And just try to Make the stop on 4th down.
And a flag.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
After the timeout called by Miami, Michigan slow to get the play off. And they're wondering if the play clock was reset properly.
Well, give Miami's defense some credit for not jumping on the hard count. That's another thing as a defense you expect in a short yardage situation. It's the hard count. Very disciplined.
Delay of game. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Yeah, look at the bottom left of your screen. So that's a tough way to have your 4th and 1 turn into a 4th and 6. Michigan's first penalty of the first half is going to cost them a chance at some points. The punt team will have to come on.
Those are those miscues we talked about. Drive-killing mental errors.
And Miami going to call another timeout.
Charge timeout. Miami, their 3rd and final timeout of that.
Is about 3 seconds. And that's going to do it for our first half of play. Of note, Miami is going to start with the football in the second half. So only down by a touchdown. Delano Hill starts the second half in one of the safety spots. He played the ball for the first half in place of Jared Wilson. And a deep completion to Jared Murphy. Got ahead of Delano Hill. And that's a pickup of 24 yards. True freshman checks into the game for the first time here in the second half. He wears number 5 for Michigan. There he is. Didn't play a week ago against Notre Dame, but got a lot of playing time in our first half. Redhawks actually picked on him a bit. And again, a designed run. Hendricks gets to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 5. It'll bring up 3rd down.
That's the quarterback power play I was talking about, where Hendricks will keep it, follows an offensive lineman, good open field tackle, peppers, Delano Hill, helmet comes off. But now that gives Miami a chance to keep Michigan's defense honest, slow down that pressure, and let's see if they can convert on 3rd down.
DeMonte Thomas, number 25, has to check into the game at one of the safeties because Hill's helmet is on. Play clock down to 5. Hendricks. Pass is incomplete. Wow, what a lick laid down. That pass was almost complete for a pickup of close to 20, but there's some hitting going on.
Yeah, it's getting physical on the back end. Another great throw by Hendricks. If that ball isn't tipped by Joe Bowden, that right there's another big completion. Give David Frazier some credit for not being afraid to go across the middle. Be careful, that could have been ineligible. Should be a great game.
Nation missed to Penn State this week. Informed that they are allowed to go to a bowl game this year if they qualify. Gardner's pass. Oh, he was bailed out. Jake Butt with the catch. That was a pass that was really soft and a potential pickoff, but instead Butt with the grab and a pickup of 22.
Hey, they say it's better to be lucky than good, but look at Jake Butt coming off the knee injury. Focused on the ball. Lowood missed another opportunity to make a play.
Tight end or running back. It's been exclusively wide receivers. Speed sweep to Smith. Davion Smith breaks the tackle and picks up 11 yards.
Michigan likes to run that outside zone with Smith.
You take a shot here, Marcus.
Definitely take a shot, especially with single coverage at the top.
Look at that, taking a shot. They got the tight end. It'll be a touchdown. Jake Butt. That's how you take a shot.
That's how you take a shot. Jake Butt did a great job.
You gotta know when to take a shot. And Doug Nussmeier, he does a thing of beauty on that play call.
Evans. Jake Butt came scot-free.
The most impressive drive of the afternoon for the Michigan Wolverines. They go 63 yards on only 3 plays. The last 2 to Jake Butt. Butt is back.
Take a look at the replay. Butt goes in motion. See the press coverage on the perimeter. Butt acts like he's going to block on the bubble screen. Takes it deep. Excellent play call for Doug Nussmeier. Another one of those explosion plays. He's sick and tired of looking at the miscues in this area of the field. Great play call. Jake Butt acted like he was going to block that corner. And as a defensive back, in man-to-man coverage, you cannot take your eyes off of your receiver. Gardner likes that.
There has been a history before the ball's even snapped. Penalties called against Miami.
And Frank Clark lined up. Once again, that matchup favors Michigan's defense. Clark versus Welch.
4th and 14. Hendricks' pass skips in front of the receiver. It'll be Michigan football.
Byer getting a big hit on the quarterback.
Green. All right, Marcus, I want to ask you. Take me in the Wayback Machine.
An old school Michigan tight end.
102 yards now for Green. Adding on to that total. Breaks a tackle at the line. And Green inside the 40 before Jones brings him down. So after a stinker a week ago against Notre Dame, Green back over 100 yards again.
Glasgow with the great block to seal block to open that hole. Braden with the kick out.
Football excellence here in Ann Arbor. With Marcus Ray and Lisa Byington on Merrick Collins. A jump pass from Gardner to Butt. He's going to be close to the first down marker. It'll bring up 3rd down and short. Nate Gerbis on the tackle after a pickup of 8. The announced attendance this afternoon, 102,824. 253 consecutive games over 100,000. You have to go back to October of 1975. The last time 100,000 people were not shoehorned into this building.
That is a record that probably is going to go on for a long time. 40 years. Almost 39 years.
October 25th, 1975, when Indiana rolled into town. Derek Green tackled by Gerbis again.
It's good short yardage defense.
Here in Ann Arbor.
I used to coach at Northfield.
Oh, goodness. An extra layer right there. Play action. Gardner trying to get to the edge. He does. Look at that speed. 6'4", 216 pounds, and he outruns everybody.
Yeah, I think people tend to forget that Gardner is a fairly good athlete. He can run. He's a former wide receiver. He knows what to do with the football.
Last drive full of explosive plays. This time a methodical, patient drive for the Wolverines. Green trying to get to the pylon. There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Green is good. Another touchdown. Football.
Yes, he did.
Moved it from his right hand to his left hand to keep it away from the defense.
There you go.
Close to the sideline. Someone got to that young man at an early age and said, this is how you do it.
Fullback Joe Carriage with another great block. Freddie Canteen down in there. Michigan offense. Touchdown. So Gardner knows he's not safe, and he has to play at a high level.
Shane Morris, the sophomore, played a bit last year. He started a bowl game. Quarterback keeper and Morris looking agile. Down that sideline, pushed out of bounds.
See the athleticism. He's deceptively athletic. Saw a play like this in the bowl game and stepped up in the second half. That should be a great game.
Morris, the lefty. His pass is dropped. Keith Heitzman, the converted defensive lineman, had an opportunity. And it slips right through the wicket.
That type of offensive production on the road with them.
3rd down at 17. Conservative play call. Justice Hayes tackled at the 24-yard line. And the ball comes out late, but they're going to say that Hayes was down. A field goal. Matt Weil trying to get some confidence. He's already made 1 today. He's now got 2. There was a reason for that. Brady Hoke and his coaching staff saying, you know what? Matt Weil We're going to need him at some point. He's off to a slow start. Let's see if he can get it in game action right now, and he's 2 for 2 this afternoon. Spencer Treadwell, and that will be the final play of this afternoon's game. So, Michigan, they rebound from that loss a week ago against Notre Dame. They do a lot of good things. Running the football, they pick up 276 yards, the lion's share. Picked up by Derek Green. And after a closely contested first half, it is all Michigan here in the second half. Michigan, they outrushed Miami 276 to 33. They have almost 9 times the amount of rushing yards as the Red Hawks do, and that's a certain recipe for success. Well, now that this game is in the books, let's get some thoughts from the happy head coach, Lisa Byington, standing by with Brady Hoke.
Well, Coach, getting a win here this week was important for you and this program. What was the biggest impression that your team gave you today?
Well, you know, as a coach, you look at negatives and the turnovers. You know, we can't do that. We're going to play a really good Utah team next week. And, you know, from the defensive standpoint, you know, I think they played really well against the rush. I think we were a little tighter on some coverages. And offensively, we ran the football. You know, Derek and Davion both did a nice job running the ball.
You mentioned the run game. You held them to 31 yards. Now back-to-back weeks where your defense have been impressive on that side of the ball. Biggest reason for that has been what?
Well, I think the kids, you know, coach has done a good job recruiting guys who can hunker in there a little bit, and they're playing hard. I think the linebackers have a real good feel for the fits and all that. But, you know, everything changes as you go further along.
All right. Thank you for the time.
Thanks, Lisa.
Eric?
Lisa, thank you so much. Terrific job there down on the field. All right, so we're almost out of time here. Final thoughts, Marcus Ray, on what we saw.
Well, the Michigan football team did a great job of bouncing back after the turnovers. Their defense kept them in the game, but give the Red Hawks a lot of credit for forcing turnovers and getting points off those turnovers.
So Michigan now 2-1 in non-conference play. 34-10 the final.